Hi, this is Ryan Lam, and I'm here to bring you Penn State Sports Night, the Ocho. This is a special edition of your regular sports update where the stars align on the comparatively more obscure sports, and to ensure I won't eat into my friends' time in the regular sports update. Now let's start with the biggest event of the weekend. The Rugby World Cup final was at Saturday at Yokohama at 5 a.m. and you bet I did put myself through sleep deprivation and made some wagers on that. It was a rematch of the 2007 final and the results stayed the same, with South Africa securing the Webb Ellis Cup over England. It was pretty close early on, and if you like the art of kicking, you're in luck. Fly halves Andre Pollard and Owen Farrell exchanged kicks up until the hour mark. However, the Springboks were able to jump all over England, nailing 2 tries and 2 conversions to stretch the lead to 20 points in the 66th and the 74th minute. Cheslin Kolbe might have made a case for being one of the best wings in the world with a mesmerizing try run to cap off the 32-12 victory. That's the final score. That's the 3rd title for South Africa, first one after Morgan Freeman played Nelson Mandela in the big screen. Now we have the treat for us in combat sports with UFC 244 at the Madison Square Garden and then Canelo Kovalev at Vegas. The Vegas crowd was certainly displeased with having to sit there and wait for the Masvidal-Diaz fight to be over, and the New York crowd was also displeased with what seemed to be an early stoppage between the 2 baddest MFers. But yeah, that was a bad cut on Diaz, and let's just hope they run it back because that was fun. A bunch of good fights on that card as well. Darren Till, Wonderboy, Derek Lewis, and Kevin Lee clinched the win. We also collected 2 dead bodies via head kick KOs, with Lee dropping Gregor Gillespie and Edmund Shabazian stealing Brett Tavares' soul. On the other hand, Canelo waited until the 11th round to knock out Sergey Kovalev, and I'm just glad that we get that extra hour from daylight savings. Now, not news here, but Lewis Hamilton just clinched his 6th Formula One Drivers' Championship on Sunday at Austin. He needed to be ranked 8th to get that trophy wrapped up, and he just rode those hard tires to death on a 1 pit stop strategy and actually did his teammate Valtteri Bottas a solid in getting him another Grand Prix win. Max Verstappen was the last driver in that front pack on the podium, and Charles Leclerc notched the fastest lap time for an extra point in 4th. Honestly, the races could be entertaining, but this is not fun at all. Let's see if the 2021 F1 rule changes can alter the competitive scene a little bit with a new car design and also a budgetary cap. Now, props to Penn State men's and women's soccer for pulling out 2 wins over the weekend, and also Peyton Linehan now has all my heart now, with that Thunderbolt deserving 5 out of 5 Tony Yeboahs.
Cold conditions, trying to keep warm legs. Linehan from distance, off the crossbars.
Wallace back here, and there's the strike. Wonderful goal.
That being said, it was a tumultuous outing for the giants of the leagues. Man United fell to Bournemouth, if you still consider them a giant, for their worst start in Premier League history. The Saudis can come sooner, #Glazer out. Liverpool and City ran into some troubles of their own before pulling out dubs. PSG got dropped by a bunch of mustard farmers over at Dijon with a standard starting lineup, but I guess it'll be alright for them. Now to the fun leagues where the top is a clusterfest. Barcelona dropped points at Levante, conceding 3 goals in 7 minutes, and Messi can't save you this time. Lucky for them, Atletico tied Sevilla at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, and Real Madrid failed to score in a goalless draw at home against Real Betis. There's something about those Andalusian teams against Madrid, I guess. Storyline of the week has to go to Bayern Munich, with Jerome Boateng sent off early in the game against Eintracht Frankfurt. They got a proper beat down 5-1 in this case, so bad that they had to fire Niko Kovac and probably bring back Jupp Heynckes again to save the day. Alright, now for a quick run through for other sports you probably don't really care about. Novak Djokovic won the Paris Masters over Denis Shapovalov, and Ash Barty locked up the year-end title on the women's side for tennis. It's not even fair giving Michael van Gerwen the home field advantage, but oh well, he spanked Danny Noppert 11-2 for the World Series of Darts title in Amsterdam. World number 1 Judd Trump claimed the World Open title in snooker in a middle school in China, and the Dolphins beat the Jets. My producers are probably asleep right now, so I'll just wrap this up myself and hope there will be another edition of this sometime in the future. I'm Ryan Lam, and thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for watching our latest edition of Penn State Sports Night. If you're a fan of our content, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more clips. Also follow us on Twitter at PSSNTV and on Instagram at PSU Sports Night to keep up with the action. For all my colleagues, we are Penn State Sports Night.